Alright everyone, this is ZRPG Revamped, and I'm going to do a room tour today. And here's my room, but it really could do some redesigning on the front door, because all I have is this Percy Jackson Olympians Lightning Thief poster. It's alright, but could really do something else to switch it up. Here is the room in its entirety. Sorry if there's glares, there's probably going to be many glares in this. Alright, let me just start over here. On the door as you walk in is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 poster. I do like the game a lot. COD does get a bad rep, but I can see why, but I still really enjoyed the game. Down here is, you can barely see it with the lighting, but it's Anakin Skywalker poster. I'm not really a big Star Wars fan, but, well, really it's just what I got, what I had. And then, hold on a second, actually. I'll grab something, see if it works out. Let's see. It's really dark over here, so up here I just got a bunch of Axe stuff, and Febreze and some dusting stuff. Mostly Axe, but here's just an alarm clock that's broken, but I didn't have anything else to put here. Super Mario Galaxy little figure thing. Little pin I got from the Pokemon Black and White tour. Down here are two plug-and plays. One of them is the Miss Pac-Man collection sort of thing, and one of them is the SpongeBob one. Down here we got two Game Boy Colors, a little Wii thing. It was for like a gift card, but I have a stylus in there. There's the Pokewalker, a Game Boy Advance, and some Game Boy Color games. Down here is a Rubik's Cube, a Rubik's Revolution, and a little mini Rubik's Revolution, and 20 questions. There's just a Slinky down there, and here's like a lap desk that I can just sit on my lap and do homework and stuff. Sounds like fun, right? Here's a dartboard, and here's a Dragon Ball GT poster they had before it came out, saying coming soon. Let me just move this out of the way. And we'll have access to the closet. Actually opens up perfectly, avoiding this. But and here is a bunch of stuffed animals and whatnot. A bunch are gaming related, some are not. Got a Sudowoodo back there, some Pokemon, and whatnot. Just stuff I didn't want to get rid of. And then here's a bunch of clothes. Here's two Mario hats and a Phillies hat. A bunch of figures down there. And again, so sorry about the light. And there's some, like, a board game and a little games I'll probably never play again, but whatever. So sorry about the lighting, but really I lit up as best as I could with all my lights are pretty much to the max. But, I did my best. And over here is my desk area. Not as neat as the other areas are now, but over there you got a thank you Mario, but our princess is in another castle poster. It came with the Nintendo Power. I forget what issue. You can't see it too well, but there's Mario. Oh, you zoom in there. Alright. Over here is a Dragon Ball Z poster. It's pretty nice. And then down here we got just a can of iced tea and my old glasses, some tape, and that's a Pikachu piggy bank. It's pretty awesome. Some headphones, and there's my computer. And down here, there's the tower for the computer. There's a history book and an English book, dictionary or two. Some headphones are down there in the ground. Up here is a Super Mario Galaxy poster, which I like a lot. I really wish I could have the Super Mario Galaxy 2 poster. I love a lot, because it's a lot like the box art, and I love the box art. I'd love to have that up probably next to it, maybe. This came with the Pokemon Black and White tour. It's a little pamphlet. It's not in too good a shape, but it's just to kind of remember the tour I went to with my brother. And up here, just little notes. One's from Nintendo Fangirl, one's from Pete Dorr. That my brother got for me when he went to PAX East. 2010? It might have been 2011 even, but so I think it was 2011 actually. Up here is Actually, up here are all the strategy guides and whatnot. Here's this little trophy I got in 2007 when I got 3rd place in Cub Scouts back then. And up here is all GameCube. And down here is some more GameCube. And then it gets into the PlayStation 2. Down here in this mini shelf, I like this idea a lot. It was a good way to conserve space. I just put this little mini shelf here where I put a bunch of loose N64 games in only one box. Because we were stupid when we were young and got rid of a bunch. And here's a Super Game Boy. Down here's the rest of PlayStation 2 games. There you go. And then back there, which is terrible lighting because it's behind this. I did best what I could in this area, but those are original Xbox games. And then there's Guitar Hero on Tour. And then DS. As well as 3DS. And then PlayStation. Bunch of bootleg PlayStation games, but then there's some officials as well. And down here, we've got Sega Saturn games. I really haven't played many of them because it's such a pain to set everything up for that. For any system in here, really, because it looks nice, but it's not really a good setup to play games, to be honest. We got some Super Nintendo games here from when I was young, and some NES games. My extraordinary 5 NES game collection. And then move on over here. We've got on top of the shelf is Mad Catz pedals and a wheel. This is for the Sega Saturn. So for Daytona USA, I'm pretty sure it works with. That's pretty much the primary racing game I have for that. And what's this? This is actually a disc, DVD I made in 8th grade on a book. It was a movie, a half-hour movie. Down here I've got Game Informers, quite a lot, because my brother got them with his Power Up Rewards card from GameStop. It came with a free subscription, so that's why we have so many of those. These are just some DS chargers and index cards. These are Nintendo Power, which is my favorite magazine, but I just haven't been able to get the subscription lately. Here are some comic books. I definitely don't read near as much as I should, but the reason I really haven't even been trying most of these out is because I want to check the value first, since I'm not a big comic book fan at the moment. I figure if it's worth anything, it's not worth it to open. And here I've got some GamePro magazines, and as well as some other weird ones that I only got one of and whatnot. And there's some zoo books up there. Down here is Atari 2600 and this beautiful, outlet thingy-bobber. Extension cord, there we go. Atari 2600 games. The Atari 2600 that I have actually didn't work, because someone gave this all to me. My mom's fiance did, and it didn't work. I don't know if it doesn't work or we just didn't set it up right. Up here is my television. I don't know all the measurements like most people do, and most people say. We got Mario and Luigi up there. And up here is the original PlayStation, and then PlayStation 2. Here we got 2 GameCubes. The reason I had 2 is because a while ago my brother went off to college, and he was back when the GameCube was our primary system, and he got one so he could take one with him. Now we have 2. One has the Game Boy player on it, one doesn't. And up here we got the Nintendo 64. It's currently not working because it just likes to stop in the middle of games. DVD player. FC Twin, which plays both NES and Super Nintendo games. Down here, Sega Saturn, and the original Xbox. Over here, we've got the Wii. I probably should have noted this in the beginning, that I am lacking the Xbox 360 in this room, because that is downstairs, as well as the primary Wii, but this is the Wii that actually had disc read errors on it, so that's why we had to get a new Wii. But the reason I keep it up here is because I can at least play the downloadable games like WiiWare and Virtual Console. I can still play those on here, so I figured might as well display it up here. Up here we got DVDs. I definitely don't have a lot at all, but there is reason for that. This is a pathetic collection, any way you look at it, but the reason it's so small is because my brother gets pretty much every DVD anyone could ever even want. Like, I would definitely have all the Dragon Ball Z seasons if he hadn't bought them already. But he buys most DVDs already, so I don't really have to. Over here's just a stack of papers. It's a little switcher thing for the systems. I need to set that up, really. And then these are just a bunch of memory cards lined up. Down here is the 3DS box. A little CD, a case for CDs I don't use anymore. And there's the Atari 2600. There's a light. And there's a keyboard. Oh yeah, and I forgot this poster too. It's weird because my mom is actually the one who got it. I kind of jokingly said, "Oh yeah, I kind of want that, like in my room." And then one day it was just there on my bed when I came in. I was like, "Awesome, put it up." I replaced the Cars poster with it. I had a like Disney Pixar Cars poster up there for a while, but I had to replace it with that. Right as like the centerpiece, like as you're playing games, it's right there. And then, I'm sorry about that, I was just listening and it sounded like someone was there, but here are like some cards and whatnot. Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and some Dragon Ball Z cards, as well as some weird monster cards in there. I just couldn't find a place for them, so I kind of put them there. It kind of works. But there's an outlet back there. And then, over here is the big bookshelf. Yeah, that's nice. It's like 5 shelves right there, and up there's a Club Nintendo reward. That's just a box, really. I have the figure downstairs set up. Here's the Death Note Complete box set box, because I like how it looks, but I do have a wallet here. DK bongos and whatnot. Also, guys, please let me know if you'd like any of these systems I'm showing here, all these games. If you want me to go more in depth on them and do like a collection, let me know. Or you want me to do a book collection, because I did that on my last channel, but I've gotten a lot more books since then. Here's the wannabe wannabe Mac laptop. It's an ancient laptop, but it definitely does the job well, because sometimes it's even faster than my normal computer, I'm surprised. And it has Microsoft Word on it, which is most of the reason I have it. But I put a little Apple sticker that came with the iPhone on there. Down here is all the controllers. DK bongos, some SNES controllers, and then a bunch of GameCube and Xbox and PlayStation 2 are in there as well. Close. Up here is the window, and there's a generic dragon poster, as well as this one. I'd like to know your opinion, whether you think these look cool, because that's why I left them up, because they look cool. But do you think I should replace them with gaming posters? Because I really need room, and I want to put more up, because I love posters, but I didn't feel like taking those down, because it seemed like I would be pretty much going backwards in a sense, because I'm taking them down to put more up. So I'm not making much progress in that regard, but it'd also be cool to have more gaming-focused posters as well. Here's a stereo, which at first I didn't really care for. I was like, CDs I never really used to listen to, but then I got the iPhone. Down here, there's a deck for the iPod and iPhone that you can actually plug it in, and it'll charge it, and at the same time you can play your music. So it's awesome. We just blur that sometimes. There's some CDs up there, a camera, some remotes. This is these are my pants and other clothes that I can't fit in a closet. Down here is the Game Boy case, DS case, and 3DS case, because I really couldn't find room for them. Here's my bed. It's really not as neat as it could be right now, but it works. It's definitely comfortable now. And here's another Dragon Ball Z poster. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I've seen every episode at this point, and it's pretty awesome. Here we got Diary of a Wimpy Kid poster. They're pretty good books, and I have them all, so I figured, well, I actually got them for my birthday, so I figured it would be nice to have that up. Here's my little ID for high school. Here's some duct tape and a pickle. Luigi's Mansion Perfect Guide poster. I'd also like to replace this as well, only because I'm not like a super fan of Luigi's Mansion, so it doesn't make much sense to have it up there. And at the same time, it's like a poster for the guide and not the game. That's what sucked about that poster, was because it came with the guide, obviously, but it says the perfect guide on there. It's like, I don't want a poster for the guide itself. I'm not a fan of the guide. I want a poster for the game, so don't put Luigi's Mansion's perfect guide on there. That's just obnoxious. Here's a little moose. It was my brother's, but he kept it here because this used to be his room. Now here's a little Dragon Ball GT poster, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! And in there I have some controllers, Atari 2600 controllers pretty much. But there's also stocking in there, don't know why. Down here I thought this would be a cool idea. It's kind of at the foot of the bed, and it looks nice because it has blankets and pillowcases and whatnot in there. Again, terribly sorry about the lighting. I wish I could light up the whole room, but it's not very possible. Over here, these are some dress shoes, and here's just a basket for dirty clothes and a clothes for dirty basket. And that seems to be about it. Like I said, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I really like my room, especially at my age. This is like more than I could ever ask for, all the stuff I've gotten. Oh, I forgot to mention these are just some gift cards and stuff, but I also have my receipt for the pre-order of Paper Mario 3D, which I'm looking forward to. So tell me what you think of the room, definitely. My room has really made progress. Like, one birthday it was really revamped. It looked like total crap, trust me. It used to. Like, if you saw my room in my old channel, like in the very beginning of my videos, it was terrible, literally terrible. Like, I had the bed actually down the middle where this TV is, and right in this little tiny spot was the tiniest TV you could ever imagine. And the DVD player didn't work on it. It was really messed up. I had to watch Shrek the Third for a million days in a row after that, because I couldn't get any other DVD to work, and I didn't want to risk taking that out and not be able to watch anything, so I'm very grateful for this room, definitely. Tell me what you think, and definitely, if you want to see a collection video, I'd be more than happy to, if my procrastinating alter ego doesn't get in the way of it, because I'm very ambitious. I say I want to do a lot of things. I've always wanted to write more stories, but that doesn't turn out happening, and then I want to do more online things and get more involved in the community, and I want to do more videos, collections, and then I just don't get around to it. Plus, during the school days, I don't have much time, and when people are around, I don't really like to make videos, honestly. But yeah, I'd appreciate any comments or suggestions, period, on what videos to make. So until then, this has been ZRPG Revamped, with my revamped room, and till next time. Wait, no, I'm not stopping there yet. No. I'd also like to know what you think on if I were to do, like, what I've recently been playing. Would you be interested in something like that, or something along those lines, something about the games? that I've been playing. 'Cause a review I just don't see myself doing. So, till then, goodbye.